Do you even EDC, bro? All right, welcome back to another episode of The Journey. Today, I'm on my lunch break. We've got our first big snowstorm of the season in New England, 2020. And that's right, we're going to be taking a look at why do I EDC? Or more commonly, people ask, why do you carry so much crap in your pockets? So we're going to take a look at what I have as a current loadout. I'll call this my work EDC. It does vary from day to day depending on what I'm doing. We'll take a look at that, and I think by the end we're going to understand why I have all this stuff with me and why I do what I do. Plus, I kind of have a weird one too. Something that makes a lot of sense to me that I'm sure is not in most people's rotation. We're going to get started here. Get started with the boring one. First off, the dad wallet. Leather Columbia wallet, bifold. This thing literally gives me back problems. Out of everything that I have on me, it's the one that I need to change. I know it. I just need to, find a horse and ride it. It gets the job done. It carries too much crap. I need to simplify. Been looking at a lot of other wallets, Travax, Edge. So once I have that update, I'll let you know. Next one, and kind of a dated one, I guess. People say, why do you do this? Is actually a handkerchief. Paisley, dual-sided, microfiber back. Lots of uses. It's New England, it's kind of gross, but sometimes you got a runny nose and you don't want to look like a fool. This also comes in handy if you ever have to clean anything off. In particular, I've got my camera with me, so if I ever have any crap in the lens, this comes in handy for that. If I'm ever cooking anything, if I'm out on a fire cooking something, this comes in handy. I can just lift a pot, a little bit of a pot holder. Plus, it's just fun. That's kind of a part of it. All this stuff has functionality, but the other part is that it's just fun too. There's a guy on YouTube, Nuttin' Fancy. He does a lot of tactical reviews and stuff like that. But, he says first kind of cool and second kind of cool. First kind of cool is like functionality. If it's lighter, quicker, more functional, that's first kind of cool. Second kind of cool is like you just like to have it. So, having something more than functional just because it looks cool and you like it, just do it. Next, I have my phone, oldie but a goodie. It's the Pixel 3. Filming YouTube, this comes in handy as being a second cam. No matter what I'm trying to do, obviously I'm filming on one right now, but, filming myself filming, obviously you have to have something there. Plus Instagram post, all that stuff, obviously, we all know how handy a cell phone is. And being that I use Google Docs and everything, it is, a native Google experience. It works well for me. All right, next up are my keys. I've got the Night Eyes Doohickey, the OG, original. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. I'm not going to wait. It's cheap. It works well for me. It has some functionality that I use all the time and some that I haven't used once. But honestly, I use the bottle opener most on this. The pry bar, it's sharp enough. It's a screwdriver as well, flathead screwdriver, but it's sharp enough that you can use it like a knife when opening packages. The carabiner comes in handy. You get a 2-inch measuring tape on here, which comes in handy from time to time, and it's metric on the backside as well. I've literally not once used the wrench portion of this. Next item, one that not everybody has, and I can't understand. Once you have it, I can't understand how people live without one. This is a flashlight. It's my Olight i3T EOS. A single AAA LED flashlight, desert tan, 180 lumens. It has a runtime of 21 minutes on max power and a 5 lumen level for up to 16 hours. IPX8 rated, waterproof, and 1.4 ounces. Tail cap functionality. It's what I'm carrying with me right now. You barely notice it's there. This comes in surprisingly handy with a black Doberman at night. So she's outside, she's getting into mischief. Honestly, she can get away with a lot if I don't have this flashlight. So that, in addition to the fact that it has, a two-way pocket clip, this can actually serve as, a hands-free light. You can just clip it on the brim of your hat. Olight i3T EOS. Can't live without it. Can't say it enough. That brings me to the next thing. I'm wearing it right now. This is my Patagonia hat. Cool in the summer, gives me shade. Great for hikes, but it's nice to have. I just have it with me all the time. I just clip it on my bag. And, for this reason, if I need a hands-free light, this kind of doubles as a headlamp as well. Funny story, actually, when we had to have our go bag when we were expecting our daughter, and there were so many things to pack. We had toiletries and clothes in the go bag, but aside from that, I already had a bag ready with everything that I use, and, I was totally prepared. I already had, all I had to do is bring, like an extra towel or whatever, and that's the only modification. I was kind of loaded to the nines. I had my camera in case we didn't make it to the hospital. I had rubber gloves with me and sanitizer anyways because of COVID. I had the light, my pocket knife with me. Not that I plan on using that, but, I had everything with me that, aside from a towel to keep the seats from getting, kind of gross, we were going to be ready. And the cell phone, call an ambulance, and we were going to be able to step up to the plate. So it's funny, it's really a state of mind, I think, about, why people have EDC things. But once you're in a mindset to be prepared for everything, it just kind of comes along for the ride. Next I have my bag, and this is something that I have with me. This is not a flashy EDC. I don't buy these items just so that they look good, on social media. I actually use these. Once something works in my system, I don't change it. This is actually a North Face Borealis. It's like a 2006 model, I think. It's old, but literally I have this with me every day. I've got my camera equipment with me. If I had the dog with me, I have water, I have her bowl, I have treats in here for her. I'm able to have my tripod with me. I can kind of ramp up or ramp down no matter what I'm doing. Whether it's a day hike, and oftentimes, that's just hiking, walking with the dog every day pretty much. It never leaves my side. It's comfortable. I've gone on, 10-mile hikes with this thing. No overnights. It's not big enough for that, but really, steps up to the plate, and I can't complain. Plus being at work, it enables me to bring some extra things with me. And, this is an EDC for me while I'm at work. I get it. I probably would have laughed at myself too if I didn't do this on my own. The AeroPress Go, honestly, this is an EDC item for me. I have my titanium pot and a little stove, whether it's an alcohol stove or a isopro stove, or sometimes I'm at the office and there's an instant pot with boiling water. But coffee, whenever you want it, good coffee, and you save money. And like when I say good coffee, I mean like some of the best coffee that I've ever had. I'm able to make with this thing. It's cheap. I've talked about it in other videos. I can't recommend it enough. It's the AeroPress Go. If you guys are enjoying this and want to see more, I'll give periodic updates about my EDC. Please hit the like button and consider hitting subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Lastly, I have the Spyderco Pair of 3. I always have a pocket knife on me, and I'd say, 9 times out of 10, this is the one that I'm carrying. Black G10, just under 3-inch blade, S30V, full flat grind, pocket clip, super tight lockup. Plus, you can fidget with it all day long. Real smooth action. I'd say first kind of cool, you use it all the time, but second kind of cool is, it kind of has a little bit of a tactical feel to it, so it's neat. G10, it's not the lightest knife that I own, but it just does so well in cutting tasks. You can really get a lot out of it. Spidey hole, a good thumb ramp on the back, with some heavy jimping, so you can, really do some heavy cutting action. Very slicey. I can be cutting up a pear, or opening a box. So many uses for this day to day. Once you have it, you can't live without it. I did give you an update recently on a blade that I recently got, the Civivi Mini Macedon, but that's under surgery right now. I'm doing some modifications to that, and that's equally as fidgety and fun. I'd say that's more second kind of cool than anything. I just got it because I liked it. I'll have that in an update coming soon. I got 2 more of these. I actually got one for my dad and father-in-law when I got married. That was, a gift to them, and I got it engraved with their initials. To me, it's like, it's actually something that I would want to get. What better present for a wedding? I don't think either of them carry the knife all that often, but whatever, what are you gonna do? It's a thought that counts, I guess. I remember I was on an airplane and we had the opportunity to change seats to, the side emergency exit there, and they ask you if you are up to the task of, assisting if need be. You had a lot of time to think about what that actually means, and, to me, actually, I thought about it and I said, if that was really the case and there was an emergency, that is the position that I'd actually want to be in. I would want to be the person that helps everyone out. I feel like, I could have a cool head in that situation. What an opportunity in your life to really make a difference and help people. So, that's actually kind of the mindset that I have with a lot of things I do. For that reason, I need to be prepared. So all these things I do use daily, without exception. That's it, guys, in a nutshell. That is why I EDC. It's kind of a state of mind. I like being prepared, and once you start going down that road, you can't stop it. Plus, let's be honest, the stuff is just fun to buy. Everything is small. You can buy it in small enough chunks. It's not like a big investment. They can be impulse buys, and once you go down that road, it's kind of an addiction. So I gotta warn you, if you think you might be somebody who's prepared and this is appealing to you now, I gotta warn you, it's gonna add up. You can't buy just one. Pocket knives, flashlights, all this stuff. It's just a bad habit at this point, but I love it. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Hopefully we get out of the snowstorm soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe and be well.